What's good, guys? It's Bernard here, and in today's video we will be doing a car review, and specifically we'll be doing a car review of my personal driver. Now, I've had this car now for about 5 years, so it's fair to say I'm due for an upgrade. Comment below of what you guys think I could be getting. Could it be an upgrade? Could it be downgrade? Or could I just be leveling it out and staying in the same class of car? Who knows? Anyways, I'll give you my thoughts and give you my feelings and how this car has served me over the time that I've had it. So, you know, as you guys know, I am a father. So before I got this car, you know, it was just my wife and I and family members and all those sorts of things. So I'll share those thoughts, as well as, you know, how has it helped me facilitate the ways of being a dad. And at the end of this review, I will give my thoughts about who I think this car should be for now. Alright guys, let's play some B-roll, let's roll the intro, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Just very quickly, guys, I really wanted to share this because I find this very, very interesting and very, very inspiring. But I want to show you guys in terms of my level of camera work today. So I have a DSLR strapped in the boot of the car, and then I also have, if I could just flip this camera here for a sec, no, it won't let me do it. I also have a GoPro. So, you know, I guess this is what it's like for like a solo YouTuber kind of life. Shout out to the Stradman, who is like a massive car YouTuber kind of guy. He looks at like sports cars, hypercars, and his story is really, really unique. If you guys don't know him, I will link him in below. Show his little profile right here, and yeah, I totally feel his vibe, and inevitably, hopefully, I will have my own team one day. Alright guys, welcome back. We're gonna start off the tour and reviewing this car inside the cabin. So as you guys can see, there are some really nice accents of like some blue carbon fiber sort of stuff, but this is one of the top selling points for me in terms of this car. This car has illuminated lighting within the car. It perforates through there. This is the big 7.8-inch display as part of this car package, and I love this screen. It's like nice and big. It has like different kinds of like apps and like functions and stuff. I've kept it quite simple over the years, just more so with the radio. It's got its own sort of navigation system. It's kind of, it gets the job done. And it does okay. As you go down here below, we've got your adjustable climate control, all that sort of stuff. You've got your warming seat functions here and here. You have the RS mode, and one of the that's one of the promises for this car is that it has this RS mode. In fact, when you hit that RS mode, it actually changes the lighting everywhere, the display, the instrument panel, and all that sort of stuff. And as I said, you now get red lighting, which is being totally outshone by the sun. So this is like the front seats look like ish. As I said, they are quite in the sports seat manner. The seating of the material of the seats is Alcantara. You know, this steering wheel feels quite nice. Has that sort of flat bottom sort of effect. Nice little GT badge and like Renault symbol in the middle there, and that's always a really nice joy to have. Just some really nice features. Up above, guys, as you can see there, we have the Bose sound system, which, as I said previously, it goes hard, it goes awesome. In the boot, which I might show a little bit later, is the 10-inch subwoofer. As part of this car, which also comes as standard. Some water right there. So also, there's this really nice button as part of this car. And as I previously mentioned before, that this car actually has like different driving modes. So when we press this button here, it brings up all these other ones. So as I mentioned before, it's got comfort, sport, which we were just in momentarily ago, neutral, and perso, which is also kind of nice. You can, like, with perso mode, you can actually like pick different colors for your ambient lighting. We'll press home here. These are like haptic or capacitive like buttons. Oh, there goes the volume for the radio. It's quite nice. So this is currently in, every now and then I'll drive in perso mode, and it kind of just changes up the instrument cluster there a little bit. I have green lighting. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, there it is, just a little bit. And that also resonates throughout the car. Let's go off to the back. Alrighty, guys, so just exited the front side of the car. Now about to go into the back. As you guys can see, within the space here, now I'm about 5'6". This is the baby seat that kind of sits Luna, if you guys have seen that. And this is where my feet are currently. That's what it looks like as a whole. The whole driver front seat, the passenger side. I've changed it back again to the neutral portion of the driving mode, so that's kind of cool. Here it is with the, you can see the blue lighting is a lot more prominent now. Great. I really love enjoying sitting in the back here. As I said, guys, I'm not that tall. Let's just turn this around. So this is kind of what it looks like. How I'm sitting right now. I feel really quite comfortable here. You know, I haven't sat in the back for, you know, 2+ hour drives. Headroom is fine. It's kind of cool because, like, the back seats for the passengers, alone for, like, other than the middle one, we basically got it as similar to, like, the front driver seats, which is kind of nice. Kind of helps give that more sporty feel, and the seats here are quite comfortable, and you can kind of like lean back into it. But I mean, not everyone is my size, so I guess I'm really, really lucky in that regard. And yeah, it's not bad sitting in here. Middle seat wise, oh, can be a little bit interesting, but you know, sharing for Luna May and possibly like another person. It can kind of work, it can kind of work. And that's the back boot area. Back seat area, guys. I'm sorry. Alrighty, guys. We're about to just check out the boot space. As you guys can see, I've got a fair amount of stuff in here. I've got the camera tripod still attached. Let's see if I can just lift this without struggling so that we can see the subwoofer in the car. Yep, looks like it's not going to happen. But I guarantee you guys there is a 10-inch subwoofer in the bottom. Also where the spare tire resides. And I think it's about 430 liters of boot space. So you guys can see I got all my camera stuff in here as well as some like groceries. You gotta have a picnic blanket for sure, or two. Just whenever you want to take the family out, take Luna out. We can comfortably fit like one large suitcase, one medium suitcase, and you can't really stack them on top of each other. You have to like stand them up, if that makes sense. Because it's got like a wider opening, the way it closes, you're pretty good, and like you can usually separate things from like one side to the other, and you can definitely fit like another small suitcase comfortably, depending on what kind of size baby pram that you have. This can fit one. If you've got like the really portable Red's Baby foldable pram, which is like quite small and it's usually good for traveling, you can definitely fit that in this car very, very easily. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's part of Daddy Daughter Tuesday. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys want to see our review of what we think of the Red's Baby foldable pram. I think we have like a mini City Go. I can't remember what brand it is, but yeah. Anyways, this is the trunk space, 430 liters, and it's not bad. It is not bad at all, guys. Traveling, like, whenever we go down for like maybe a staycation, whether locally or Sunshine Coast or Gold Coast, we can fit most of the stuff in. Most of the stuff is usually pretty good, but yeah, gets the job done. It's fine for our size of family. Welcome back, guys. We are about to review this car that we are in, which is my personal driver, which is the 2016 Renault Megane GT. It has currently 205 brake horsepower with 253 Newton meters of torque. It has 4 control with RS Sports Mode and Launch Control. Now back, guys, in 2016 when this car was released, its main competitor back then was the Hyundai Veloster SR Turbo and the main rival, which was the Golf GTI. Now I'm currently driving in one of the back streets of Brisbane, which is sort of like the Kenmore sort of way on the north side of Brisbane. I'm just going through a bit of a drive through, letting you know how I feel about this car. Just driving through some corners, taking my time, not going too fast, of course, ish. The car currently actually also has 4 different drive modes. One that you can actually identify or personalize yourself. Personalize yourself. It also has, as I previously said, an RS mode, a comfort mode, and an eco mode. I'm currently sitting in the comfort mode, which is basically sort of the blend between the two, where it kind of sits in the middle. So it's like, you know, good for casual driving, but if you feel like you need to give it a little bit of gas, it can help you certainly do that. Now, driving through some of these windy roads here, I usually take this route on my way to my parents' house of a morning when I have to go drop Luna May off for work, or if I need to help Yuka while she goes to work, all that sort of stuff. So as I said, guys, I'm currently in comfort mode, driving through some back streets, and it was at that point, guys, I decided to stop recording because it started raining. Not even the audio from the DSLR was going to save the footage. It just sounded horrible. So now we're back to reshooting. Joy. I probably look a little bit different now as well. At least facially. Anyways. If you guys haven't already subscribed, this will be another subscription intermission. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe. I also release videos every Monday and Tuesday. Mondays are vlogs and a mixture of other stuff, whereas if you really like my segment that I have on Tuesdays, which is Daddy Daughter Tuesday, go ahead and subscribe for that. Joys of filming. I love the creative arts, I promise you. Okay guys, we're gonna have a bit of fun now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the car in race mode. I have to move the gear shifter to the left so I can do manual shifting. And basically what happens in this mode is that the car will change its ambient lighting to red, make it a little more exciting. The steering hardens up, the suspension hardens up, and the acceleration is a lot more fierce. And it's so much fun. And I can't wait to show you what this car can do in sports mode. You know, for a warm hatch as a daily driver and me as a dad, this car for its power is plenty enough for me. I'm not a super speed demon or anything like that. I'm not really into I'm not like that at all. I do have a love for vehicles of this kind. Now, the styling just makes it so much more appealing, and for a warm hatch of a car, as you guys can tell now, that you can just hear the engine just become louder. I guess another cool feature which I would have liked to have happened for the car is, you know, maybe some crackles here and there. You definitely get that in the Megane RS. But yeah, you know, just to make it sound and just give it that real sort of, you know, sporty F1-like kind of vibe that Renault is very notorious for. Once again, guys, I'm driving in the back streets of Brisbane, which is quite mountainous, quite mountainy, quite windy, and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, for a front-wheel drive car, it responds so well, and it just eats at the corners. And, you know, regardless that even though the suspension hardens up and same with the steering, it feels so planted, and it's so controlled, and you just feel confident overall in the car. Like it's going to just eat at the corners, and I'll tell you what, guys, it brings, for a person of my caliber, it brings a smile to my face. And, you know, there's not a lot that takes a lot to impress me in any way, shape, or form. Wow. I've loved having this car wholeheartedly. Just taking it easy now. And I guess for today, the weather is really, really quite nice. Traveling along these back roads. Now we actually also have sunlight, which is also really, really, really nice. I'd love to know what you guys think about this car. And as I said, guys, I've had this car now for about 5 years, and it's served me so well. I've maintained it as best as I can. I usually always get my car serviced through the dealership. Now their one is, in terms of warranty, they have a 5-year warranty and 3-year cap price servicing. I'm not too sure if it's changed since then, but I just know markedly that after my 3rd year of servicing, I did see a significant, I guess, price increment in terms of the serving costs. And there you have it, guys. This is my first car review of my personal driver, the 2016 Renault Megane GT. Overall, this car has served me pretty well. It's definitely had its challenges, especially learning like the ins and outs of, signs of when the car like needs a new battery change and all that sort of stuff. That's always been really, really interesting. But, as far as I can say, who is this car for now? At like 130,000 Ks, it's close to 5 years. I guess if you were like wanting something like looking for something more secondhand, I mean, be a pretty good choice. Its resale value now kind of sits around the 13,000 to low 18,000s, and that's kind of more indicative of the overall appearance of the car, how everything kind of looks, at least from what I've seen so far in terms of the market. Ironically, you don't really see a lot of these anymore, so it makes it more unique in that kind of way, so that's always, I guess, a good selling point. And I guess if you're like a college student and you have like friends you kind of like to drive around and you kind of want to like have a small little flex, or even if you're a student getting their first car, this is a pretty good choice, guys. It's like fully loaded. Like back in my day, certain like things like the illuminated lighting in the cabin, like that sort of stuff was like so new, and it was like an addition you had to like install yourself. Whereas now, like this car, it's like fully loaded, both sound system, illuminated lighting, Bluetooth, like you can't go wrong. Like I believe this is P-plate certified, or P-plate cleared. Anyways, guys, that's my review. Let me know if you guys want to see me do more reviews of cars. I mean, like, I could always learn about the idea of doing car reviews or whatnot, but it'd be like really cool to know where you want this channel to head. I've still got a lot of other ideas, but also, pretty open to being flexible with everything else. Anyways, guys, as I leave you, I just want to leave you with my personal message as always. Blessings, come good or bad. It's the call to action what makes the difference. Click here if you want to see the latest episode of Daddy Daughter Tuesday with Luna, and click here if you want to see the last upload. And I'll also click somewhere around here of whether you want to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, I'm very new, I'm very starting out. It'd be great if you really help me out. Anyways, hope you guys... Anyways, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.